Okay, you guys, I have to tell you how extremely stoked I am to be able to share with you exactly what is going on inside of our Insider Secrets Club. We have people getting results that you guys haven't heard their stories of. With our, Jumpstart program, you see these Tutorpreneur heroes, at the end of the course, and who was able to get the most students and all of that fun stuff, and you get to hear their stories. But a group of tutors that are getting some remarkable results in their business. Their voices now haven't been heard since we've switched and have two separate groups for them. And that is our Insider Secrets Club. And our Insider Secrets Club members, they are doing amazing stuff. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to have a new way to be able to honor those people that are getting some amazing results. And we are calling this the 4-figure and the 5-figure a month club. So Daniela is joining our 4-figure a month club, and we're so excited to have her join. She's going to be featured on our website, and you'll get to hear her story on there as well. So we're super excited to welcome Daniela to the 4-figure a month club. Woo!
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, this is the first time that people are hearing about this, so I just want to let you guys know that in order to make that 4-figure a month club, you do need to be an Insider Secrets Club member, and you need to have made it at least 3 months in a row. So we're not looking for somebody who just did it one time, can do that. Like, we're looking for consistency with, are you able to do it? And Daniela has been able to do it. How has it made you feel being able to reach that 4-figure mark, Daniela?
Wow, it's been really freeing for our family because as I was sharing before, the first couple of weeks that happened where I saw that it was 4 figures, I couldn't believe it. Right before then, we had struggled a few times because we do have a mortgage for our house, and to kind of figure out how we're going to be able to do this. And I wanted to be able to help out as well, not just my husband. So when I started to see that, it was like the dreams start coming, and you're like, I can actually really help. It could be an every month thing. And the excitement comes to see that you are able to do more, to grow, and not just, monetarily, but your dreams, you're like, okay, it's possible. I can do this. I can do that. So that's how it's been for me.
I love it. And did you say you work with homeschooling kids?
So I am a homeschooler mom.
A homeschooling mom. Got it.
Yes, it's our second year beginning. It started through the pandemic, and then we realized that it actually works really well for us as a family. And throughout the pandemic, I did work with a couple of homeschooling families. And yes, it's been like something new for me because I get to teach my daughters in the morning, and then I work in the afternoon, in the evening, kind of doing what I really like. So it's like, something that I can't believe it's happening, that I get to do what I really enjoy with my daughters and with other students as well.
I love that. It's like, that's exactly how I feel about what it is that I do. Like, I literally have to wake up and pinch myself and be like, is this real? Do I still get to do this every day? Nobody's going to take that away from me, right? Sometimes you have the feel like it's just going to be gone one day, but it really is happening, and you're making it happen for your students. And you work with kids K-8. You work a little bit more with the reading side, but right now you were talking about how you're kind of starting to niche on down a little bit more with the reading side of things. And you were previously a member of our Jumpstart program as well.
Yes. It all started with that, I would say, because I have been tutoring since 2014 when I got pregnant, but the pandemic, again, I'm sure that a lot of tutors identify with this. It really opened my eyes to the possibilities of online tutoring. So when we had to switch, I really was reluctant. I did not believe that you can do the same thing or even better online. So I myself was kind of like, let's try, let's see if it works. If not, I'm ready to give up kind of.
Yeah.
And then when I found through Esme, who was at that point we had met through another group, she recommended you. And I said, well, let's check it out. I watched your videos for several months, as many of us do, until, the moment came where you have to take the jump. You can't just be at a distance. You have to take that step of faith and say, I'm going to go all in. And yes, you have to invest, right? And
right.
I jumped in, and it really did change everything. It changed everything because it gave you the tools. I had for years, I have been tutoring in person, and I had no systems. I literally had a form that people signed, and I just went every week, but it was not something like a real business, right? And to see that there's, a website that you can have systems in place to onboard students. And it was just like a whole new world that I couldn't believe it was already there with you, leading it. So when I was able to do that and then meet other people that up to now I'm still in contact with them, and that they keep you accountable even at a distance through Instagram, through all the different ways that you see everybody just kind of collaborating. It's so amazing. I am so excited and thankful because it did start with Jumpstart.
Yeah. And then you did take that leap and you joined the Insider Secrets Club. What kind of thoughts are going through your mind when you were thinking about joining the Insiders?
So at first, I remember I did reach out to someone and I said, I'm so excited. Like, we just finished this. I don't want to lose it. But at the same time, there's so much that you gave us during that course that I'm like, I don't know if we should just take a break and then join the Insider Secret. So I was going back and forth. And then the moment came and I said, you know what? No, I'm just going to do it because I do want to still stay in connection with the people that are kind of like, from the same group and keep going, because then I heard about the mastermind calls and I said, well, I think that would really be beneficial to keep it going, to keep the accountability, because it is easy as you get booked to just say, you know what, I can relax with promoting. I can, I have students, but when you have somebody pushing you and saying, no, like that, now is the time to go ahead and really spend time, looking at the details. That was what Esme has been telling us on Instagram. So I was like, no, I have to join. And I'm so glad that I did. Like, I'm really, really glad.
Aw. And so then you joined. Inside of the Insider Secrets Club, we have different masterminds inside of them. One focuses on video, one focuses on blogging. And then we have our Instagram one with Esme. So you've been part of that group with Esme for a little while now.
Yes. I started, I guess, a little bit before you. I had announced that it was going to be separate groups. I had joined, and every week I was, again, my schedule's a little crazy, but I was trying to make sure that hour was separated, that I had something for my daughters to do, because I didn't want to miss it. It really has been helping me. I knew basically nothing about Instagram because I never went there before, but with Esme being able to kind of walk us through and really hands-on, like to have you do things to, again, keep you accountable, I felt like, like this is something I have to do and to make it part of my schedule. So having us create different kinds of posts, giving us tips of what kinds of hooks you can use, and using Canva together, showing us literally how to do it. It really encouraged me, and to see that other tutors were doing it also, that I'm not the only one that's making some mistakes. We're all together, we're learning. So that's kind of like how it feels.
Yeah. And then while you're kind of going through that together, it's almost like it's a much slower way of taking in the content, isn't it? Because she's giving you an idea, you're trying it, you're putting it to practice, you're seeing how others are putting it into practice, you're getting to support and motivate those other people by commenting on their posts. And it's almost like a family, wouldn't you say?
It is. I feel like that. And that's why I was saying when you're there and then you see the posts that they come up with, right? Like, you celebrate with them. It's not a competition like, oh, look at her, she's posting that, now she's gonna get. It's not, because you're together. It's like you're in a group, like, when you're in college or learning together, you celebrate their wins because they're kind of celebrating with you as well. So that's how I feel when I see the other tutors doing new things, and when I see you doing new things, to me it's like, it's great.
Yeah. And we do have to stay on top of it. Like, I think that's the part, like, it's so easy to let it kind of fall away. I've heard so many people say, I got so much out of Jumpstart and I just kind of want to take it all in. But a lot of times, and you didn't let this happen to yourself, a lot of times what I see happen is that a lot of people stop taking the action that they were taking, which is why we have that continual ongoing support for you guys as you go on through and do that. So we've got lots of people saying, yes, those masterminds are incredibly motivating. So glad we've got Anna Martin in the house. Welcome, Anna. Those of you guys that are in the house, if you've got questions at all, feel free, put them on in, join us in the conversation here, and join me in congratulating Daniela. Like, give a boom cha, give a happy faces. I want to see it. Like, let's celebrate with her. This is huge, because she is now like at a point where she feels like she can contribute to her family, yet, and this is the balancing act of mamahood, isn't it? Like, she still gets to be there for her own kids and be able to homeschool them and be able to do what she loves. And I'm so glad that you found a method that works. It's so amazing to me. Before I started tutoring online, well, not before I started tutoring online, before the pandemic, when I was tutoring online, I had a lot of people who were very skeptical of online. Like we're like these mad, crazy people. like, or like we don't have the ability to be able to help kids, or it's not possible. And it's like, look, all you have to do if you're a tutor is try it. Just try it and see how it can work for you. And you can then keep getting better at it. And then you can start coming up with systems to not only get students from your local area, but from around the world. And that can be pretty life-changing. So what are the types of students that you get to work with today, Daniela?
So I haven't gotten anybody from outer state yet. It is, yes, it is local, I would say, throughout, but it's not just I live in Lynbrook, it's Long Island, New York, but I am tutoring students in Queens, in Brooklyn, Long Island. So it's literally everywhere where I would not be able to drive that far.
Right.
Even if I was here in New York, I would not be able to do that. So being able to see that students that, I wouldn't even meet. And then especially when you get to hear, like recently, people contacting you and telling you, I found you on Google, like the Google My Business, or, I saw this post, and you're like, oh my goodness, all these little things that we've been doing that it seemed like it wasn't giving you any fruit. Like it's actually happening, right? So like I always hear everybody else saying, like, you just have to keep on doing the things that we're learning that work, and eventually it will start giving you some fruit. And yes, that's what's been happening. But yes, I'm waiting to see about international students. It hasn't happened yet, but I believe that it will. So we'll see.
Well, we're studying all about SEO right now, and so definitely dive in with us and come join us as we go through that process, because it's amazing. Like there are a lot of tutors who aren't willing to put in the work either, and so you get to stand out because you definitely have that drive and that ability to keep just continue having that sustainable 4-figure a month, continue to add value to the students you work with, and be able to add value to your family, your income, your goals. And I am so proud of you. So where do you see the future taking you, Daniela?
Yes. So I mean, the growth, as I've heard a few other tutors as well, like to really grow and hire other tutors, because it does come to a point where, for me especially, being a homeschool mom, I can't really take students in the morning. I really don't want to mix that in. I do want to give them their time. So it limits me then. I'm not going to be tutoring all day long. So then it really makes you think, well, it's time to have other people join you. So that's where I really want to learn. I started to do a little research, but I really don't know much about it. So now I'm again, just like how I was back then, in this whole journey again of learning, how it's a whole new world, I'm guessing. And to learn how to do that. But that's where I see us going to really grow and be able to help more families, because that's really the purpose, right? To be able to see those children that were not able to do something, that have those gaps, and then seeing them grow. So that's what I would like to do.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Thank you for joining us. And we've got people in here celebrating. We've got someone who said, boom cha, celebrating with you. Jessica said, you are amazing. So just keep up the great work that you're doing. We're so excited to have you as a member in our community. And we're going to see more of Daniela, you guys. She is one to keep your eye on. She's pretty amazing. Well, thank you for joining us, Daniela.